Welcome back to Only Nerdy Gaming, where pixels, popcorn, and plot twists collide. If it's got lasers, loot boxes, or Lex Luthor, you know we're going to talk about it. Alright, Nerdy fam, let's talk about what just happened. Superman didn't just fly into theaters. He flew straight into the win column, and James Gunn finally admitted what we all suspected. This was the movie that was going to either save DC or bury it 6 feet under. In his own words, Gunn said before release he felt like the life and death of the DC brand was on the line. Think about that. You're rebooting Superman. You're rebooting the entire DC cinematic universe. And every executive, critic, and fan is staring at you like, don't screw this up. Gunn straight up admitted it. It was stressful as hell. But here's the relief. After the movie's success, he said it's an enormous sense of relief and excitement. And now, quote, I can just be creative, and I don't have to be as concerned with the life and death of the DC brand as I was a month and a half ago. Translation? Superman landed, the parachute opened, and Gunn finally unclenched. Now here's the stat that makes the story even crazier. Superman is about to break 600 million worldwide, making it the first superhero movie of 2025 to hit that milestone. Let that sink in a minute. After years of superhero fatigue talk, DC's rebooted Man of Steel is leading the charge. Not Marvel, not Sony, not anyone else. Superman is the one carrying the cape for the entire genre this year. And the film isn't just making money, it's making fans. Sitting at an 83% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes and glowing audience reception, Superman is officially a win. Gunn said the secret wasn't nostalgia or throwing fan service at the wall. It was about telling a story with a point. He said, there was this message of kindness that spoke to people. That doesn't mean every story has to be a message of kindness. It just means that there needs to be a reason for the story to be told. And you know what? He's right. The audience wasn't looking for another soulless CG slugfest. They wanted Superman to mean something again, and they got it. Gone is the brooding, debit card-losing Superman who looked like he was 2 steps away from therapy. Instead, we've got a hero people actually like again. So what's next? This is where things get really exciting, because Warner Brothers and DC Studios are not wasting any time. They've already locked in the Superman sequel for July 2027, either the 9th or the 16th, according to reports. Gunn has already finished the treatment, and he's now deep into writing the screenplay. He even confirmed it's part of what he's calling the Superman Saga. And that's not just one film, friends. That's a multi-film arc designed to expand Clark's world and bring in more characters and tie the DCU together in a way we haven't seen in years. And yes, Supergirl is part of that plan. Her movie drops in 2026, meaning she's hitting the stage before the Superman sequel. You can practically see the chessboard lining up. Superman, Supergirl, the Super Family, all weaving together in what feels like an actual roadmap instead of the random dartboard approach Warner Brothers has been rocking since 2013. Here's the funny part, though. While all this good news is happening, the Snyder cultists and harsh critics Aaron Fishers are already scrambling. Remember when they swore up and down that Gunn's Superman was dead on arrival, that it would flop, get mocked, and WB would have to go crawling back to the Snyderverse? Yeah, about that. Now those same people are pulling the classic move of moving the goalposts. Well, it needs to make $650 million to break even, so technically, nah, sit down. Superman's a hit, wallets are clearly open, and all you Snyder bros once again took the biggest L since they said James Gunn would never even get this film finished. And Gunn knows it too. He actually compared the pressure of launching Superman to what he went through on Guardians of the Galaxy. He said, quote, once you're in the groove of it and it's successful, now I can just be creative. I don't have to be concerned. That's the sweet spot. Gunn's at his best when he can just tell stories, not when he's micromanaged by studio panic. And right now, he's free to cook. So let's call it. Superman didn't just save DC at the box office, it saved the creative direction of the entire franchise. Instead of fear and doubt, the DC Universe now has momentum. And that's the first time we've been able to say that since what? Wonder Woman in 2017? Bottom line, Superman crushed it, Gunn exhaled, and the sequel's already in the works. The DCU isn't just alive, it's leading the superhero genre in 2025. And for everyone still crying while it's closed, the receipts say otherwise. So what about you guys? Are you hyped for the Superman Saga? Pumped to see Supergirl join the fight in 2026? Or are you holding out for the first Justice League teases down the line? Drop in the comments, smash that like button if you're glad DC finally stopped tripping over its own cape, and don't forget to subscribe. Because Only Nerdy Gaming will be right here, clowning harsh critics and all the other Snyder bros, roasting the Wallet's Clothes Brigade, and celebrating the fact that Superman finally brought back DC from the dead. DC's not just back, DC's flying again. Well, that's it for this episode of Only Nerdy Gaming. Thanks for joining me today, and remember, look up, keep those wallets open, and no Snyderverse, no problem. See you in the next one.